So once again, workout number 3, this is our chance to start talking about skill transfer. If you attend an Olympic weightlifting seminar with Mike Bergner, you'll see that he talks about push pressing from behind the neck, and he talks about it as a skill transfer exercise that's going to transfer into how can we get into a better rack and a better position, so when it's time to jerk, I know where that bar path is supposed to go, I know what I'm supposed to feel like, I know how to stack myself up and get ready to jump and really lock out overhead with a nice active shoulder. So in this case, when you look at Kelly Starrett's work and you look at the mobility that he talks about, once again, it's all about positioning. And how can I skill transfer that position into my movement? In this case, we're going to talk a little bit about gymnastics. We're going to do a little basic warm-up right now that we want to be able to start addressing as skill transfer warm-up, and then we're going to show you some exercises. Basically, what you want to do is you want to get a little hot and sweaty. If you ever try getting into your splits cold, no fun. That's not going to work for you. It's going to be ugly and sticky and bad. You want to get your blood pumping and you want to get a little sweaty. So run around a little bit, a little jump rope, a little basic stuff. And once you've done that and you're a little warm, I'm not very warm right now, you can do the following. We can go over to a stall bar or anywhere you can actually hold on to something, and we can get a little swinging going. So something to think about, we can just grab the bar at shoulder level, arm out to the side. All I want to do is start swinging my leg. It doesn't have to be very high. All I'm looking for is a little mobility, just trying to open up the hip. If you're very fancy, you'll point your toes. You don't have to point your toes. You're a CrossFitter. It's not about looking aesthetically nice, but pointing your toes does create more neurotension. And once again, this is a shout out to Tony Blauer about extensors versus flexors. And I'm shouting out all these names because we all speak the same language. So it's super important to start thinking about. If I'm warming up here, just opening up the hips, it's my chance not to just open up the hips, but to also think about, can I point my toe? Am I starting to work those extensors and getting into the right positions? If you look at that swing, which is just going pretty much on the frontal plane, if I were to take it up and bend my leg, that pretty much looks like a squat. What we just did is we added the knee component, which is my assistant piece to my squat, and now I'm really getting into that bottom position. So if you look at it once again, I'm swinging, trying to get the knee above hip level. If I added an assistant piece, which would be my knee, I'm working on my squat. So mobilizing hips just by swinging is a great way to do it. You can also get a little down and dirty right here. You can just swing laterally. See how that feels? That's a little different. You can also get the front portion just in front of you. Here, stuff that we're looking at too is that when I'm swinging the leg in front and back, as I'm going behind me, we're seeing a lot of hip extension. That hip extension is key too, because when we pull that bar and we're fast through the middle, we're gonna wanna see a big hip extension. So start seeing these links and you'll make a big difference.